Friends, imagine this. A tiny spot you skip washing could be stealing years from your life. It's a scary thought, isn't it? Dr. Sarah Thompson, with 30 years as a geriatric expert, warns that millions, especially seniors, miss 5 critical areas when cleaning. This puts them at risk for infections and serious health issues. Shockingly, 87% of us are doing it wrong or not at all. My heart goes out to those unaware of the danger. But here's the good news. You can change this. Today, we'll uncover these 5 body parts you must wash daily to feel vibrant and live longer. Stay with me. The last one's a shocker. Let's spark simple habits for a healthier you. 1. Feet. These unsung heroes carry you through life, but they're often the most neglected part of your body, and that can lead to some serious trouble. Imagine this. Dirt, sweat, and bacteria build up between your toes and on your soles, especially in the warm, damp environment inside your shoes. This creates a perfect breeding ground for fungal infections like athlete's foot or toenail fungus. These can cause itching, pain, and unpleasant odors. But it's not just about discomfort. Neglected feet can signal bigger problems. Poor circulation, common in seniors, shows up first in your feet. This can lead to coldness, numbness, or slow-healing wounds, especially for diabetics. Studies show that ignored foot issues can even reveal early signs of serious conditions like diabetes or nerve damage. And here's the kicker. Sore or infected feet can hurt your balance and mobility. That makes falls more likely and speeds up physical decline. It's tough to think about losing the ability to move freely just because of overlooked foot care. But there's so much hope here. A little attention to your feet can keep you active and independent for years. Here's how to care for your feet properly. It's simple and takes just a few minutes a day. Start by washing them thoroughly every day with warm, not hot, water and main soap. Pay special attention to the spaces between your toes, where moisture and bacteria love to hide. Think of it like cleaning every slat of a window blind. You've got to get into every nook. Next, dry them completely with a clean towel. Make sure to pat between each toe to prevent fungus from thriving in trapped moisture. Moisturize your heels and soles with a small amount of foot cream to prevent dryness and painful cracks. Skip the lotion between your toes to avoid creating a damp breeding ground. Trim your nails straight across to prevent ingrown toenails. If they're thick, soak them first to make it easier. Spend just 2 minutes massaging your feet to boost circulation and reduce swelling. Elevate them when sitting to help blood flow. Finally, check your feet daily for sores, swelling, or discoloration that don't heal. These could be early warnings of circulatory issues or diabetes. Consult a doctor if you spot anything unusual. These small steps can prevent infections, improve comfort, and keep you moving confidently. Let me share Tom's story. He's 73 and never gave his feet much thought until a stubborn fungal infection between his toes made walking painful. It was frustrating, and you can feel how discouraging it must have been to lose his ease of movement. But then Tom started a daily foot care routine, washing thoroughly, drying carefully, and moisturizing properly. Not only did the infection clear up, but something amazing happened. His balance improved, and he felt steadier on his feet. I never realized how much better I'd feel just by taking care of my feet, he shared. Tom's story is so inspiring because it shows that a little effort can bring back comfort and confidence. You can do this too. Start this simple foot care routine today. In just a few weeks, you'll feel the difference. Stronger, steadier, and ready to keep moving through life. Who's ready to give their feet some love? 2. Tongue. Yes, that little muscle in your mouth is more than just a taste tester. It's a secret germ collector, and neglecting it can spell trouble. Picture this. Your tongue's tiny grooves and ridges trap bacteria, dead cells, and bits of food. Over time, this creates a white or yellowish coating that doesn't just cause bad breath. It's a breeding ground for harmful microbes. Research shows 80% of bad breath comes from the tongue, not your teeth or gums. But it gets scarier. Those bacteria can slip into your bloodstream through tiny cuts or inflamed gums. That raises your risk of heart disease and stroke. For seniors, an unclean tongue can weaken the immune system. That makes infections like oral thrush more likely. It can even dull your taste buds. That steals the joy from food and sometimes curbs appetite. It's heartbreaking to think something so small could harm so much. But don't lose hope. Dr. Sarah Thompson, with decades of expertise, says, an unclean tongue affects your whole body. The good news, you can turn this around with a simple habit. Here's how to clean your tongue the right way. It only takes a minute or two. Grab a tongue scraper. It's the best tool for the job. Or use a soft, bristled toothbrush if that's what you have. Start at the back of your tongue and gently scrape forward with light pressure. Repeat 3 or 4 times to clear the gunk. Don't press too hard. You don't want to irritate it. Rinse your mouth thoroughly with warm water or an alcohol-free antibacterial mouthwash. This washes away the germs. Do this twice a day. First thing in the morning to tackle overnight buildup, and before bed to keep bacteria from growing while you sleep. If you've got a sensitive gag reflex, start in the middle and work your way back as you get comfortable. And just like your toothbrush, replace your scraper every 2 to 3 months to keep it fresh. This small step can transform your health. Fresher breath, sharper taste, even better digestion in just a week. It's a game changer for protecting your body for years to come. Let me tell you about Mary. She's 67 and struggled with bad breath and frequent cavities for years. She tried fancy toothpastes and mouthwashes, but nothing worked. It was frustrating, and you can imagine how it dented her confidence. Then her dentist asked, "Are you cleaning your tongue?" Mary started using a tongue scraper every morning and night. In just 2 weeks, her breath was fresher. That awful morning taste was gone, and her cavities dropped. Her gums were healthier. And here's the kicker. Her digestion improved because clearing tongue bacteria helped balance her gut. Mary's story shows how one tiny change can make a huge difference. It's inspiring, right? You can do this too. Try cleaning your tongue daily for a week. I promise you'll feel the difference. It's a simple, powerful step toward a healthier, happier you. Who's ready to give it a go? 3 armpits. They're more than just a sweaty spot. They're a vital part of your body's detox system. Neglecting them can cause some surprising problems. Here's the deal. Your underarm skin houses lymph nodes that filter toxins and fight infections. But when bacteria, sweat, and deodorant buildup aren't washed away, trouble brews. This can clog pores, leading to painful rashes, irritation, or even lumps that make you wince. Worse, it can overload your lymphatic system. That makes it harder for your body to flush out toxins and weakens your immune system. Research shows that unclean armpits create a haven for bacteria. These bacteria break down sweat into strong-smelling compounds that cause body odor. For seniors with sensitive skin, moist, unclean underarms are a prime spot for fungal or bacterial infections. And here's the worrying part. Leftover deodorant chemicals can block your body's natural detox process through sweat. That compromises your health. It's easy to feel for those dealing with discomfort from something so overlooked. But don't worry. There's a simple way to keep your armpits healthy and happy. Here's how to care for your armpits with a quick daily routine that makes a big difference. Wash them thoroughly every day using warm water and mild soap. Move your washcloth in gentle circular motions, up and down and side to side, to clean every inch. Rinse well to remove all soap. Leftover residue can clog pores and cause breakouts. After drying, let your skin breathe for a few minutes before applying deodorant. This lets your natural oils rebalance and reduces irritation. Once a week, try a detox armpit mask with a mix of baking soda, water, and apple cider vinegar. It gently exfoliates and clears built-up toxins. Switch to an aluminum-free or natural deodorant, like one with coconut oil or witch hazel. This helps avoid harsh chemicals that clog pores. If you shave, use a clean razor and moisturizing shaving gel to prevent razor burn or ingrown hairs. And don't forget to check for lumps, persistent rashes, or skin changes. Swollen lymph nodes could signal something serious. See a doctor if you notice anything odd. These easy steps keep your armpits fresh. They support your immune system and boost your overall well-being. Let me tell you about Barbara. She's 65 and battled recurring rashes and tenderness under her arms for years. She thought it was just sensitive skin. And you can imagine how frustrating it was to deal with constant itching and redness. But then she made a change. She switched to a natural, aluminum-free deodorant and started washing her armpits properly with circular motions. Within weeks, her rashes vanished. Her skin felt healthier. I never realized my deodorant was making things worse. Barbara shared. Now, my skin doesn't itch, and I feel so much better. She even added a weekly armpit detox with a simple clay mask. She noticed less body odor even before applying deodorant. Barbara's story is so uplifting. It shows how small changes can bring big relief and confidence. You can do this too. Start this armpit care routine today. You'll feel fresher, healthier, and ready to take on the day. Who's ready to give their armpits some TLC? 4. Nose. It's not just for smelling your morning coffee. It's your body's first line of defense against airborne bacteria, viruses, and allergens. Neglecting it can lead to some serious issues. Here's the problem. Every day, your nose filters out dust, pollution, and harmful microbes to protect your lungs. But when it's not cleaned properly, these particles build up. They clog your nasal passages and make it harder to breathe. This can trigger allergy flare-ups. You're left with sneezing, congestion, and watery eyes. Even worse, trapped bacteria and viruses can multiply in the warm, moist environment of your nose. That increases your risk of colds, flu, or sinus infections. For seniors, a clogged nose can cause snoring and poor sleep quality. That reduces oxygen intake and leads to fatigue, brain fog, or even dizziness. Research shows poor nasal hygiene weakens your immune system. It makes you more vulnerable to respiratory infections. It's tough to imagine struggling to breathe freely because of something so simple. But don't lose heart. There's an easy way to keep your nose clear and your health strong. Here's how to care for your nose with a simple routine that can transform how you feel. Start with a daily saline rinse and a salt water solution. This flushes out dust, allergens, and bacteria, keeping your nasal passages moist and clear. Breathe in steam from a warm shower or a bowl of hot water. This loosens mucus and opens blocked airways naturally. Avoid medicated nasal sprays unless your doctor prescribes them. Overuse can dry out your nose and make things worse. When blowing your nose, do it gently, one nostril at a time. This avoids pressure that could lead to sinus infections. Use a humidifier in dry climates to keep your nasal tissues hydrated and reduce irritation. Try a quick nasal massage by gently pressing the sides of your nose in circular motions. This improves circulation and clears congestion. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water to keep your mucous membranes working properly. Would it be worth? Limit exposure to dust and allergens by changing pillowcases and vacuuming regularly. For a deeper cleanse, especially during allergy season or after being in a dusty place, use a neti pot with sterile water. These steps take just minutes, but they can help you breathe easier, sleep better, and fight off infections more effectively. Let me share Jack's story. He's 68 and struggled with allergies and constant nasal congestion for over a decade. Every morning, he woke up stuffed up, barely able to breathe. It dragged down his energy all day. It must have been so discouraging to feel sluggish and uncomfortable. His doctor prescribed allergy medication, but it only helped a little. Then a friend suggested a daily saline rinse. Jack was skeptical, but he gave it a try. He used a saline spray every morning and night. Within days, his breathing felt clearer. That dry, irritated throat he woke up with was gone. After 3 weeks, the results were incredible. His sense of smell sharpened. He slept more soundly, and he barely needed his allergy medication anymore. I never realized how much congestion was affecting my life. Jack said, "Now I feel refreshed every morning." Jack's story is so inspiring. It shows how one small habit can bring back vitality. You can do this too. Start this nose care routine today. You'll feel the difference. Clearer, lighter, and ready to breathe easy. Who's ready to give their nose some love? 5. Belly button. It's easy to overlook this tiny spot, but ignoring it can lead to some surprising health risks. Here's why it's a big deal. Your belly button is a deep, enclosed space that traps sweat, dirt, and dead skin cells. This creates a warm, moist haven for bacteria and fungi. Over time, this buildup can cause persistent odors, irritation, or even infections. Research shows the average belly button harbors over 60 types of bacteria. They thrive in that dark, neglected environment. In severe cases, an unclean belly button can develop a bacterial infection called omphalitis. That brings redness, swelling, and discharge. For seniors, this is especially concerning. Thinner skin and slower healing make infections harder to fight. This can lead to serious complications. It's unsettling to think a small spot like this could cause such trouble. But don't worry. There's a simple way to keep your belly button clean and your health protected. Here's how to care for your belly button with an easy routine that takes just a moment. Every day, gently clean inside it with a warm washcloth and mild soap. This removes bacteria, sweat, and dirt that can spark infections. Make sure to dry it thoroughly after showering, using a soft towel or cotton swab. Trapped moisture is a breeding ground for germs. Once a week, do a deep clean by wiping inside with a cotton pad, soaked in witch hazel or rubbing alcohol. This clears excess oils and bacteria. Never use sharp objects like cotton swabs, fingernails, or tools to dig inside. These can cause tiny cuts that invite irritation or infection. Keep an eye out for warning signs like redness, itching, shoulders. These could signal an infection, so check with a doctor if you notice them. If you have a deep belly button, be extra careful. It traps more dirt than a shallow one. These quick steps ensure your belly button stays clean. They reduce risks and keep your skin healthy. Let me tell you about Helen. She's 75 and never thought twice about her belly button until a routine checkup changed everything. Her doctor spotted redness and mild irritation. It was a low-grade infection caused by years of neglect. Helen was shocked. It must have been unnerving to learn something so small was harming her health. She started cleaning her belly button daily with a warm washcloth. She dried it carefully after every shower. Within a few weeks, the irritation cleared up. Her skin felt healthier overall. I had no idea something so small could make such a big difference. She shared, "Helen's story is so encouraging. It shows how a tiny habit can restore comfort and confidence. You can do this too. Start this belly button care routine today. You'll feel cleaner, healthier, and ready to take on the day." Who's ready to give their belly button a little attention? Friends, let's take a moment to reflect on these 5 often ignored body parts. Your tongue, feet, armpits, nose, and belly button. It's a bit alarming to realize how these small spots, if neglected, can lead to big problems like infections, weakened immunity, or even heart issues, as research confirms. Think of Mary, Tom, Barbara, Jack, and Helen. Each struggled with discomfort or health challenges, and it's easy to feel for them, knowing how simple oversights dimmed their daily joy. But their stories shine with hope. By making small changes, like scraping their tongue or washing their feet thoroughly, they reclaimed their health, confidence, and vitality. You can do this too. These easy habits backed by science take just minutes, but can add years to your life. They keep you active, independent, and feeling great. Which of these surprised you most? Was it the belly button? Or maybe the tongue? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If this inspired you, please hit that like button. Share this video with someone you care about. And subscribe for more life-changing health tips. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being part of this journey. And thank you for caring about your health. It means the world to us. Here's to staying strong, staying healthy, and living your best life.